Thank you, Madam Chairwoman, Ranking Member Shabbat, and members of the committee. Creating a more level playing field for all small businesses to participate in federal contracting is one of my core priorities at GSA. I have the unique perspective of founding and running a small minority business for 15 years, and for the past year, I've had the great privilege to lead GSA and manage the government's premier procurement agency. Creating opportunities is a special passion for me that I work on every day. At GSA, there has been a revolution in our efforts to promote small businesses and government contracting. During the past year, GSA has awarded 32% of all procurement dollars spent by GSA to small businesses. In the Gulf region, during my tenure, we have awarded 79% of all contracting actions, and 62% of all contracting dollars from GSA have gone to small business. And since this past April, understanding the concerns of the House Small Business Committee, we are increasing our efforts to ensure that the Gulf Coast contracting opportunities go to local small businesses. During the next 12 months, I fully expect these numbers to improve, and I will tell you why. First, I know from experience that the single most important element to ensure small business success is a favorable business environment that rewards and encourages entrepreneurs. The President deserves much credit for creating the economic environment that small companies need to grow, emerge, and thrive. Second, this is a copy of the 1,800-page FAR that governs all federal procurements. It's an amazing document, but it's a big beastie. And small companies need our help to navigate the process that is oftentimes expensive and time-consuming. And that is why in my first week at GSA, I announced that GSA would commit to reducing the amount of time it takes companies, small companies, to get a schedule from 157 days to 30 days or less. Lots of folks were skeptical, but we did it. As a result, small companies can now sell their goods and services to government agencies far faster than ever before. I believe a GSA schedule is a small business's first and best chance to become a prime contractor. Third, we have a special obligation and an opportunity to help restore the economic vitality of the Gulf that was devastated by Hurricane Katrina. I'm from the 9th Ward in New Orleans, and I have firsthand knowledge of the entrepreneurial talents of small business resources in the region. Over the past year, GSA has sponsored over 25 different small business events in the region, and GSA is delivering. During the past year, 62% of all contracting dollars spent by GSA in the Gulf region were awarded to small business. Fourth, I am especially proud of GSA's new VETS GWAC directed at small businesses owned and operated by service-disabled veterans. GSA expects to award $5 billion over the next 5 years to some of the nation's most deserving, dedicated, and talented Americans. There can be no better way to honor our service members than to encourage their entrepreneurial energies. In addition, I'm counting on these amazing men and women to provide a new source of pride and accountability as they help raise the standard of performance in federal government contracting. You have a determined colleague at GSA, anxious to remove roadblocks to small businesses. We are proud of our recent efforts. We are also eager to do more, and we need to do more. And I'm especially eager to work with this committee. I want to note that the helpful legislation introduced to reduce bundling is going to help create a more level playing field for small businesses, and I think that's terrific. I'd also like to suggest that it's time to take an even bolder approach and to look at what is the cause, ways to advance the cause of small business. If you take the time to have a closer look at the federal contracting process, you need to understand exactly why contracting officers try to bundle contracts that then become too large for small companies to compete on. What's the root cause? What structural problems exist? And I think you're going to find two big problems. First, our federal contracting officers are too risk-averse. Too often, it's easier and more bureaucratically acceptable to award a federal contract to one of the big companies that have a longer history. The challenge is analogous to the situation every college graduate experiences when trying to get a job. They're often told they have the skills, but the position calls for someone with more experience. They don't have experience because companies are unwilling to give them their first break. Contracting officers are reluctant to give small companies with limited experience a chance because they know that even the smallest procedural error could ruin their careers, so they just don't do it. They're blamed, punished, and vilified, and that has to change. We need to encourage them to take risks and to be willing to give these small and especially local small companies the opportunity to excel. But I can't fix this without your help, and I would hope that today we can begin to work together to solve the problem. We must remove all barriers that prevent opportunities being offered to small, minority, and women-owned businesses. I have no illusions about how difficult it will be, but to quote the late, great Albus Dumbledore, we will soon face the choice of doing what is easy or doing what is right. GSA is eager and ready to work with the committee to do what is right. Thank you.